Howdy, we are Group 16, and the title of our composition that we have made is Unity in the Midst of Diversity.
Our goal collectively is to convey aspects of activities we enjoy in our free time and connections of our backgrounds in a musical way. Our song represents us individually through our personal and unique sounds, which are drawn from our favorite things or hobbies.
So some of our noises range from athletic activities like grips and gymnastics and cleats in soccer, to tools, to patting a friend on the back, to noises of a Game Boy. Most of our group discussions were in a coffee shop, which was the inspiration behind the attempt to make a groovy, jazz-like coffee shop song.
And the name of our song is Unity in the Midst of Diversity, and we'll play it for you here right now.
Time to jam. We do the one.
Wait, I was trying to get out.
Okay, got it.
And that was our song.
All right. And now we're going to introduce a little bit about who we are. My name is Laura Amringer. I am from Cypress, Texas, which is a little bit northwest of Houston. I am German, French, and partially Native American, so that's kind of what a little bit about where I'm from. I was raised in a relatively big family with 3 siblings and 2 wonderful, loving parents. The majority of the first half of my life was spent as a competitive gymnast, and I only quit after I was seriously injured, which sucked, but I got through it, and I stayed in athletics, however, not as a gymnast, but as a runner and a cheerleader on my high school teams. I've always been pretty active, pretty driven, and pretty competitive, and that's why sports really appealed to me and why it was so influential in making me who I am. For this reason, I chose for my sound to be the rubbing together of grips. They were essential for bars as a gymnast, and that is similar to how being in gymnastics was essential for me to become who I am. And now, meet Ryan.
What's up, Mr. Professor Bristles? I'm from Splendora, Texas, which is a small town about an hour north of Houston. But more importantly, besides from being in a small town, I'm a Christian who loves people and loves music. I enjoy playing the guitar, and this passion for the guitar and really for many instruments sparked whenever I began to learn the cajon. I did not finish learning it, but I started, which, it counts because I know it enough to play it in this music video. And it represents for me a journey that started with the cajon that now carries over to many different instruments. And this journey is to glorify God through the playing of many instruments. And now I will introduce you to Alicio.
Howdy, I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm a pursuing agribusiness major. I'm a very quiet and reserved person who enjoys a lot of video games. The first system I had was a Game Boy. I haven't played in many years, but when I hear the electronic sounds, I remember my childhood, the time in life when life was so much more simple and easygoing. Listening now, it feels like those times are gone but not forgotten. And here's Gabrielle.
Howdy, my name is Gabrielle Nicole Doucet. I was raised in Corpus Christi by 2 wonderful people. My mother, Roxana Villarreal, is of Hispanic backgrounds, and my father, Daniel Doucet, comes from Cajun French roots. I enjoy many different kinds of musical sounds, from mom's classical guitar to hard EDM. My sound is the piano, for years of lessons from my grandmother. I can only really read sheet music, but lately I've been attempting to learn more from by ear. This attempt to compile a song among many different people with different sounds gave my piano an easy bass line to work from. Though I have played simple octaves, it has a complete melodious tone throughout. And here's Casey.
Hi, my name's Casey, and I was born and raised in Austin by my mom, Kim, who has a German background and works really hard for our family and loves food, and my dad, Brad, who has an Italian background and is a great listener and will always find him watching sports. I'm the youngest of my 3 siblings, and their names are Kelsey and Kirby. My dream has always been to attend Texas A&M, and my time here has already helped me grow, which has led me to discover many new passions and desires. And one of my desires is to devote my time to others, and it opened my eyes to the possibility of pursuing a career that was people-centered. And my major is psychology because I love the moments when you know you've made someone else's day or filled them up simply by encouraging them. So my sound is a pat on the back because it is a gesture of support and expresses sympathy, which is very important to me. And now here's Michael.
Hello, my name is Michael Escobar. I'm a freshman with the intended major of civil engineering. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I lived there my whole life. My sound would include a tool that I've used while working as a carpenter with my dad. It has helped me value things more and realize that the tools sometimes may get annoying, which motivates me to stay in school. We would get the tools ready early in the morning, and some sounds would be louder than others, like the nailing of the nailer gun as we built cabinets, and the sound of a saw as we cut through the wood. The banging of the hammer as it gets through the material also. The drilling of the drill as we hang the sheetrock in the walls, and the use of the drill was the most annoying because not only was it loud, but it would get you tired from holding it. And here is Alexander Mena.
Howdy, my name is Alex and I'm a sophomore agribusiness major. I'm from Guatemala City, Guatemala, and I have been playing guitar for about a little more than a year now. However, when I was in high school, I remember after school, one of my favorite activities to do would be to go to garage bands concerts made up of people from our school. We would go there and we would listen to them play. And once I got into college, I taught myself how to play off of YouTube. And so now it's also a big part of my after school activities because I can go home and I can practice playing. Yeah. So here is Logan.
So hi, my name is Logan Leonard, and I'm a senior finance major from Heath, Texas. One thing that's been a big part of my life is sports soccer. I started playing at the age of 5 and have played it ever since. I played primarily in the midfield during my younger days, but moved to defender by middle school. Soccer's taught me a lot about teamwork, hard work, and never giving up when things are not going your way. In high school, the soccer team made up the majority of my friendships, as well as the great memories of traveling to different tournaments and the camaraderie that came with it. And here's Tatiana.
So my name is Tatiana Canales, and I'm currently a freshman zoology major from San Antonio, Texas. I'm Hispanic with both parents being from El Salvador, and a big part of my life has been orchestra since I played the viola within an orchestra since 5th grade. So being an orchestra kid's kind of been a big part of my life and a big part of my identity. So throughout middle school and high school, I have a lot of memories of like early morning rehearsals and late night practice sessions. And because of all the good memories, I've decided to make my sound a series of trills on my viola. And now we'll go ahead and explain some of our musical elements.
All right, our musical elements, the first one is rhythm, which is the sound of 2 or more notes played simultaneously. This was demonstrated through the sounds of the guitar, piano, viola, and cajon. We chose this element because in our daily life, we get into a schedule, or if you will, a rhythm. And here comes Casey.
Another musical element is an accent, and that's when putting emphasis on a certain note to make it stand out and to give the song some dynamics. So we chose this element because in life, we often have to put accents on certain areas in our lives. Typically, this accent is when people think of you after the first impression. Some of the accents include the Game Boy and the drill noise. Here's Alicia.
Syncopation, when you put accents on weak beats or in any of the partitions within those beats, was used when the Game Boy Noses drill and grips were used, along with the guitar, piano, and cajon. Here's Ryan.
Man, I'm already back. All right, so the beat is basically the pulse of the song, and it's kept constant through the majority of the song by the cajon. And the beat is kind of what we use to help keep the guitar and the piano on track. It was a starting starting point, we'd do a couple beats, and then that would be like a countdown for the piano and the guitar to start. And now Alex will be up here to explain our sound mark.
Okay. So our sound mark was that while we each individually have a lot of unique hobbies out of school, the one connecting thing between us is how much school is involved in our lives, and that's what inspired our sound mark. Here is Tatiana.
Okay, yeah. So for our sound mark, we have collectively decided on school bells, since school has been a major part of our lives. In high school, the bells represented the start and end of the class. In our melody, the school bells will also represent the beginning and the ending of our masterpiece.
Thank you. That was our presentation. We hope you enjoyed it and give us an exercise.
Like it all. We should have said like and subscribe.